Hello everyone, and welcome to another Riva Tech Talk. Today is going to be kind of fun because I'll be showing you a highly effective way for end users to control the flow of material non-public information from Outlook to Salesforce. Essentially, getting everyone in on the job of protecting sensitive customer data, not just you and your CISO. So, let's take a look in my demo environment at how Riva Insight can be used to map an Outlook appointment to either a Salesforce event or interaction, and how meeting notes can sync to the appropriate summary. So let's go check it out. All right, so once again in my Outlook demo environment, and you can see I've got this, let's say I'm an advisor, I've got this quarterly update with Brendan O'Sullivan at First Bank of Mars. So as I create this event in Outlook, I recall that this type of meeting usually generates some sensitive data that I probably shouldn't be sharing with everyone on my team. So I'm going to create the Outlook appointment, at first as normally as I would, and then as we can see with the information here, and I'm going to use Insight's track functionality to relate the appointment to the appropriate contact, like we see here, and by default, the appropriate account. And then when we go down from there, we see I have this ability to choose the activity type. This is important. So if I save this as an event, this would basically be a publicly visible event, and so would the information, which is of course not good. In this case, I want to save this event as an interaction specifically. And what's going to happen, so I'll choose interaction, and what's going to happen is these meeting notes, they are going to sync to the related interaction summary. So I've got everything where I need it to go. What I'm going to do, I'm going to track the meeting, and there we go. So what does this look like in Salesforce? Well, we go over to Salesforce, and we can see the appropriate interaction. We can see the high-level details, start date, time, everything like that. When we go to the related list, we can see the appropriate interaction summary down below there. And what does that interaction summary look like? There we go. We see it there. And of course, we see all the meeting notes where they should be. And that's kind of that's how that works. So essentially, from a single user perspective, what have I done? I created a meeting, related it to the appropriate objects in Salesforce, and I tracked potentially very sensitive information to CRM in a very secure way. And I did all that through one user interface. So if I'm one advisor saving a minute or two per account or phone call alongside 100 or so other advisors, and this is happening multiple times per day, we can see how Insight is optimizing CRM adoption and increasing customer visibility with compliance, of course, top of mind. Now, I'm going to go back to Outlook for a second, and let's go to this guy. What if I had, say, an internal meeting or some kind of meeting that really wasn't of a sensitive nature? Well, I can use track again, and we can see in here, I've put the regular meeting information in. And in the track interface, I've related it to the appropriate contact, the appropriate account, just like we did before. If I wanted to relate it to an opportunity, I could. And instead of an activity, instead of an interaction, in this case, I'm going to sync it to an event. And then my meeting notes, who I can share with the rest of my team. Meeting hasn't happened yet, so I'm just going to say, will update after meeting. And I just track that just the same as I did before. And that event will have normal visibility in Salesforce, or public visibility. And that is how all that works. So this activity type selection is just a quick customization I did to my Insight to demonstrate how Riva can sync with interactions or events in Salesforce. But of course, there are other ways to sync to interactions that we've covered in previous tech talks. The complex requirements of enterprise organizations vary, and whether your team is working with FSC interactions or custom events in Sales Cloud, our team is happy to work with you to create simple solutions to get your sensitive data where it needs to go in Salesforce so your team can better focus on building customer relationships more efficiently. All right, so that's it for today. As always, please leave a comment below if you have any questions or you'd like to see something demonstrated. Or feel free to reach out to us through our website if you'd like to book a meeting to discuss how Insight can help your team sync sensitive customer data with compliance and scalability. Thanks for checking out this Tech Talk, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.